Hey everybody, so it's midday here, and oh honey, we got a whole lot of mascara on the side of your face. Oh, okay, we'll do something about it in a minute. Okay, so I dyed the side of my child's face this morning because I thought that would be fun. Oh. Anyway, okay, so I just thought that I'd take a little time today since Lulu and I were kind of having some chill time here, just to talk about the role of hormones and emotion changes as you go through transition. It's kind of a big deal. Uh, um, your way of thinking about the world will change as the hormones start to influence the chemistry in your brain. It's a real deal. And I just kind of wanted to talk about what it's been like for me, for people who are maybe, sort of new into the process and so on and so forth. So I started hormones about 7 months ago. And for those of you who ever knew me in my past life, like the major theme was I'm angry about everything. I was a really unhappy person a lot of the time, really frustrated with what was going on, unable to stop being in conflicts all the time. And part of that is just growing up. I came from a very difficult childhood, and it took a long time to get hold of my life and to be in charge of my life. And uh, so there was a lot of struggle just in that. And then I think there was an additional struggle that this am I female? I saw a woman who was talking about how much better her brain felt on the hormones. And at the time that she said that, I was like, well, honey, you've made a decision that you really wanted to make. And so you feel better about that. But I don't know that the hormones really make you feel better. Oh, I need to look that woman up and apologize because there is an incredible smoothness to the inside of my head now that I have never had before. And when I was younger and I was in various kinds of therapy, people tried psychoactive medications on me, and I'm aware of changes in your brain that just happen because of chemical changes. I've had that before. I've been high before, which is the same process except with different sorts of medications. And so when I started taking the hormones, immediately, within just a few days, I started kind of feeling more. I don't know if cooperative is the right word, but I started feeling like I wanted to relax, and I'm not as worried about that as I used to be, and I'm not as frustrated about that as I used to be. And then at about 3 months in, and I'm at 7 months. I don't know if I mentioned that. All of a sudden, everything moved me to tears. It was like everything. My friend Tracy can tell you about it. I just, every time anybody said anything, I was like, the wind is coming out of the east. But at the same time that I was doing this incredible outpouring, people would say, well, are you happy? Do you feel like you're depressed? Do you feel like you're sad? No, it's great. It's really wonderful. And something was going on, something very mechanical, maybe not mechanical. He's breaking into the crib. How many babies try to break into the crib? Oh, I think I better go check on that. You all right? How you doing? You're okay? Yeah. Okay. Come on. Yeah, you fell down. I know you fell down, but it doesn't seem to have broken anything. Hey, look, there's a picture of Lulu on the camera. Lucas, look at that cute boy in that cowboy outfit. Uncle Earl, here's your. We got 40 head of cow in the South 40 this season. Okay. All right. Lucas is in love with crackers. There you go, buddy. 4,000 calories worth of crackers per day. It'll keep a baby running. Okay, so anyway, I went through this period where I was just crying all the time. Um, and then I also started experiencing periods where I would get angry, like I had, in the past, really angry. But I was using progesterone, and there's a direct correlation between using progesterone and the angry feelings that I was getting. So, I don't know how that translates out into CIS women, but if your partner tells you that she gets homicidal when she's got PMS, she's not playing. She's not playing. Oh my God. Um, uh, I went through a couple of spells of that, and then just decided, you know, I've got to change the progesterone that I'm taking. That's clearly not the right dose. But then there's been a real desire to socialize, and I don't know whether or not it's chemical, or if it's just me feeling really comfortable with who I am and wanting to be out. But like, I've just started chatting with people at work, just small time chat, making real sort of friendships. This wonderful peer group has sort of risen up around me out on Facebook of friends and supporters, and I just really feel, I want to say, in love with those people. I feel very connected to those people in a way that I've never experienced, that I can remember in my life. And it just feels like who I am is really changing as we go through this process. And I have a friend, Fluffy, who I'm going to get on here someday, who has a master's degree in gender studies, and they say that these sort of changes are really common. In fact, they talk about some other changes that maybe it's for another video. But anyway, when you think about, you know, oh, I've felt female my whole life, and I've wanted to be female my whole life, and so on and so forth, understand that yes, that's real. That's absolutely real. But your brain has never had the right chemicals in it to make it happen. And as you start to transition, how's it going? Cookies. Yeah. You need some more cookies? And as you go into your transition and you start on the hormones and you start actually sort of letting these things be, the rest of your brain will catch up with that identity, and you will change how you think. You'll change how you interact with the world, at least to a certain extent, as the hormones start into your brain. I don't think I understood that when I started. I think I thought that I was already female and I was just going to take the drugs and it was going to change my body. Well, yes, I was already female, but even inside of the mechanics of my brain, there were things that had been impeded by testosterone and not received the benefits of estrogen. And okay, don't close the camera. Don't close the camera. And you're so snuggly. Why are you so snuggly? Look at that face. Oh, such a pretty face. And you will liberate more of your mind and your emotional body. I heard one woman say she had more range of emotions available to her. I think that's a very good way to put it. I just can't talk because I gotta cuddle you. So anyway, I just wanted, you know, Lucas and I are kind of chilling today, and I wanted to take a minute and show off, you know, the giant mascara mark on his face that I forgot was there, and just talk about being freer with your mind, being open, being emotionally available in ways that I just never was when I was ruled by the tyranny of testosterone. All right, and so now I'm just kind of babbling, so I'm going to stop it. I will tell just one very funny kind of little side story. I went out twice last week just to clubs where, you know, I could go in drag and be accepted and so on and so forth. Not in drag, dressed as myself. And I didn't really socialize much, but I noticed it was Valentine's Day weekend, and I noticed I was really bothered that I didn't have anybody snuggly. I didn't have any sweet feel, other than Junior here, but no romance in my life, and it bothered me. And it was like, who are you? Oh my God, you know, chocolates are a way to get laid. They're not something that you would actually feel emotional about. So anyway, a lot of change. Sorry, I said get laid. Shh. Pay attention to the video. So anyhow, things are changing. We're going on. We're having a good time. Lucas looks like a farmer. Farmer Ted. Okay. Woo! Thanks, everybody. I'll see you again soon. Soon. Say bye-bye, Lulu. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. He's not going to do it. Okay. Well, I'll say it for him. Bye-bye. Okay.